We should be live on the right thingy. Oh, that's right. Pokemon. That's right. They're having the official tournament thingy. They're doing the tournament thingy so that you can get your shiny Moltres, one of the original birds. Casual online competition. Just an official competition. Yeah, see, look, I could do this. I gotta remember to do this within the next 3 days, or else I won't get my my fine fancy shiny. You know what we should do? Do I have eggs? I have eggs. All right, let's hatch these 3 eggs. We're gonna hatch these 3 eggs, and they're gonna be one of them's gonna be a shiny, or all 3 of them. I'm fine either way. Then we're gonna play the other game. Ooh, my bitrate is garbage, but that's okay. The game we're about to play isn't that beautiful, so garbage bitrate, you know. Wait, what was that? That monster, by the way. I don't know what that is. Is that bug with the? I know it's a bug because it said it was a bug, but it's like the specific bug I'm thinking, where it's like more of a. It's got like a soccer ball type of pattern on it, maybe, or something similar to that. Hatch the eggs. Here we go. Here we go. Shiny, 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 shiny. Shiny, 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 shiny. Alright, let's be realistic. The odds are 1 in some odd thousand. I'm not gonna get one. I've hatched a lot of Littens though. Best time on Dragon Ball Z. I didn't watch that video you uploaded yet, but I will watch that daily. The he's gorgeous. I'll check it out. How many times have we failed now? We are playing Fire Emblem, Soren. Can't you tell? Look, these are fire Pokemon. No. Ah, look how many I have! Alright. We hatched 3. That's all we're gonna do. I just wanted to hatch 3 flame body. I don't know if blaze works. I know flame body. It must work because this one's hatching just as fast. So blaze must work like flame body. All right. These are my older eggs that I'm trying to hatch because I found a better combination of we're gonna switch to the game, by the way, Soren, in a second here, but I found a better combination of Pokemon to put into the pen to get better stats on average. Let me just make sure. Sometimes she puts her hand up right away again. Oh man, I don't want to fight a Pokemon. Look how long it takes just to run. This game is so time consuming. Wait, her hand's up again. That's what I thought. Sometimes she puts her hands up right away when you haven't talked to her for a while. I'm gonna get a shiny Litten. And it's gonna be my first shiny Pokemon, and that isn't an event Pokemon in this game. In any normal Pokemon game. Because Pokemon Legends kind of doesn't count. Alright, so it's normally 3, I feel like. I had to have opened up at least a few thousand of these damn eggs. And I've been sending out Littens left and right. Like, I have sent out so many Littens to people. Oh, that, okay, one more. You like your shiny Litten? Hopefully I'll get one too. I have a perfect stat Litten. It's my first perfect stat Pokemon I ever got. That wasn't an event Pokemon. He's the Litten I've been using in the tournaments to get the other shinies. Is this it? No, that's not it. Here he is right here. See? Perfect stats. And I got an Everstone on him so he stays a Litten. His Litten is so much cooler looking than Incineroar. Oh, another one? How many eggs is she gonna give me? What is his hidden ability, Soren? See, the other thing is about the Litten is that it has a rare Pokeball. If you look, it has the Sport Ball thing, which is like a super, super rare Pokeball. So that's also cool. See it? It's a sports ball. Alright, I think that's probably it. Oh wait, again? Alright, we're hatching 6 eggs instead. He's giving me eggs so fast. So we're gonna get 3 more chances of a shiny Litten. I looked up how the eggs work too, by the way. So these eggs, it was determined whether or not it would be shiny the moment the egg was created and put in my inventory. So I might have had a shiny Litten in my inventory for months and not known it. I'm hatching all my old eggs. Because he's a bigger kitty. I'll have to get multiple. The next time I stream this though, and we're doing the DLC content, I'll be hatching and getting Litten eggs at the same time. Okay. Where's it been putting the eggs? Because it should be putting them way back here then. Oh my god, the eggs are running over into the other thing. I got too many. Oh no. I have too many Littens, I can't keep up. I can't trade the Littens faster than I can make them. Look, another perfect one. I was like, you know what? I should check to see if I got another perfect one. This is another perfect one. Look at this. Why is this one separated out? I don't know why. Ah, that's why. I feel like I probably hatched him with the date thing or something. I don't know. Because that wasn't that long ago. But look, another perfect Litten. Litten apocalypse. Yeah, basically. Look at my box. I don't have enough room anymore. It's just filled with littens. Oh, too many littens. Alright, I tell you what, before we switch games, let's trade out some of these littens, okay? We'll add some more, but we'll trade. And we're gonna have to delete some Pokemon too. Let's start by deleting all these hacked Pokemon I've gotten. Look. This one looks like it's not hacked because it doesn't have a name. But then when I check the summary, it says ev.vip, so I'm assuming it's hacked. Like any Pokemon that seems too good, like the Pokeflash definitely. But I have all these shiny hacked Pokemon. This one's garbage, isn't it? Look at this. It's just a shiny, but it has bad stats. Why would they do this? Why would they send me a hacked bad stat Pokemon? Rocket PKM. Why is it not trading? Shouldn't it already have traded? Okay. Am I not online? I am online. Then why isn't it traded yet? Takes too long to trade. I don't want to release any freaking littens. I definitely can't trade these. See, this is a perfect Bulbasaur, perfect things. And it's freaking shiny or whatever, but it looks identical almost. Alright, so release. Pokeflash, another one. The only good thing about, let's see what the shiny looks like. The only good thing about the these hacked ones is that every now and then they give you a good item. Like I've gotten Master Balls from these things, but like I can't use these. These are these things are cheating. What's that star mean? It has 2 stars. Look at that. Why is there a second star there? I'm gonna leave that one. I'm not gonna release that one yet until I figure out what that means. Let's see, what's a life orb? I don't know if I should take that off of it. I know what leftovers are, so I'll take that. How have I not? Okay, surely it's traded by now, right? Seriously? Is trading going off of distance walked as well? Like, how is it not traded? I don't think so. It's supposed to be timed. I'm gonna have to spend the entire night one of these nights just trading all the littens away. It feels evil to like release an Eevee. But this is the same thing, Eevee VIP. The fake Eevee. How have these hacked Pokemon accounts not been banned, by the way? Yeah, it's not working. Did I do a link trade or a surprise trade? Maybe I did a link trade like an idiot. Alright, we're gonna get to the proper game now, because this is... I thought I was gonna at least be able to trade a few of them away, but like I didn't. I still haven't traded even one. Not working. Not working. I just need one. All right, I give up. If it hasn't done the trade by the time I do this, they give up. Like, I don't know why it's not trading anymore. We'll just, yeah, I'm done. Search. Local. Disconnect. All right, we'll try one more time. I'm gonna connect to the internet. Maybe it was a bad connection. I want to make sure. Why is it not trading? I'm surprised it's not doing a surprise trade. Okay. And we're gonna run around. Maybe you do have to walk a distance or something. After I get one surprise trade, then we'll, there we go. Wait, no, that's the eggs hatching again. I've hatched 9 eggs in the time I've tried to get one surprise trade to go through. This is why I can't get rid of them. So I have to spend like an entire night just trading away Littens and get back down to only the Littens I'm keeping. The odds of getting one with perfect stats must be absurdly low too, because I've only gotten 2 in like a few hundred. Also, one of the reasons I'm doing this is because I was kind of hoping that my bitrate would go back to normal before I started to like stream the proper game, but my bitrate has just been ass since I started, and it's gonna remain ass until like probably. Come on. Yeah, I don't think it's working. Yeah, I think the surprise trade isn't working. There it is, finally. That is the longest it's ever taken by a factor of 10. It's normally seconds. What the hell? Like, if it takes that long to trade each Litten, I don't know if I'll be able to actually give a Litten a home. Level 40. Check summary. And this is every time I trade one, I always check the summary. Level 40 caught a couple of days ago. Oh, they probably don't have a Litten then. They're probably hyped. They're probably hyped to have that Litten. I'm like, oh my god, look at the cute little kitty. My favorite though is when I get like a Pokemon from Route 1 or 2 and it says they started playing today. I'm like, ah, yeah. I just gave somebody the hookup. All right, let's get this egg and then we're calling it. I mean, think about that. Like, imagine, because in most cases, that's probably like someone's first surprise trade, right? So someone's like, they get out of route, they get out of the route, they get into the overworld, they're like, oh, I can do trading now. Oh, let's do a surprise trade and see what happens. Like, I got a Litten? Ah, hell yeah. Okay. Let's let this game start up here. Give me a minute. I'll be right back. Enjoy Kitty Cat looking into the camera, and there's going to be an intro that plays too, so enjoy that. And then when I get back, we'll start the game proper. And I did finally figure out the information I was looking for yesterday, and I'll give you the details on what I found.
Reach for my hand, I'll soar away into the dawn. Oh, I wish I could stay here and cherish hearts in peaceful days. I fear the edge of dawn, knowing time betrays. Faint lights pass through colored glass in this beloved place. Silver shines, the world dines, a smile on each face. As joy surrounds, come go the bounds, and I can feel them breaking free. For just this moment lost in time, I am finding me. Yet still I hide behind this mask that I have become. My blackened heart, scorched by flames, a force I can't run from. I look to you like a red rose, seeking the sun, no matter where it goes. I long to stay where the light dwells, to guard against the cold that I know so well. hand, I'll soar away into the dawn. Oh, I wish I could stay here and cherish hearts in peaceful days. I fear the edge of dawn, knowing time betrays. Faint lights pass through colored glass in this beloved place. Silver shines, the world dines, a smile on each face. As joy surrounds, come go to bounds, and I can feel them breaking free. For just this moment lost in time, I am finally me. Yet still I hide behind this mask that I have become. My blackened heart, scorched by flames, a force I can't run from. I look to you like a red rose, seeking the sun, no matter where it goes. I long to stay where the light dwells, to guard against the cold that I know so well. Reach for my hand, I'll soar away into the dawn. Oh, I wish I could stay here and cherish hearts in peaceful days. I fear the edge of dawn, knowing time betrays. Faint lights pass through colored glass in this beloved place. Silver shines, the world dines, a smile on each face. As joy surrounds, come go to bounds, and I can feel them breaking free. For just this moment lost in time, I am finally me. Yet still I hide behind this mask that I have become. My blackened heart, scorched by flames of
All right, finally, everything's good to go.
I look to you like
refresher on my coffee. Alright. Is NBA still even here? How large is this game and can I download it on my phone? Can phones run Nintendo Switch emulators yet? Let's see. Nintendo Switch emulator on phone. Someone's trying it, maybe. The answer is maybe Nanba or NBA. That's the best answer I can give you is maybe. If your phone's strong enough to run a Nintendo Switch emulator.
Alfric, how serendipitous that you have come to our aid.
I am relieved that I wasn't too late. I do hope my presence proved useful.
Huh? Oh, ZL. Oh, X.
No doubt about it. We needed the backup.
So you're Alfric.
Professor, I do believe this is the first time our paths have crossed, is it not? Of course, I have heard all about you from Her Grace, the Archbishop. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Alfric. The Church has granted me custodianship of Abyss.
He looks so untrustworthy.
The pleasure is all mine.
Look at him.
I am sure you have already been told about Abyss's unique situation. For varying reasons, all of the inhabitants here are unable to live a peaceful life on the surface. People like the Dagdans and Almirans, who suffer undue persecution across Fodlan. The poor and the sick, who are forced into Abyss.
Alright.
Not to mention all the other unfortunate souls who ended up here. I believe it is my sacred duty to provide a place for those who have nowhere else to go.
Right. And the poor and sick living in a sunless crypt helps them... how?
So, I've decided that I'm heartbroken again. I thought for sure with the DLC characters, you'll be able to date whoever you want, no matter your character's sex. But nope. They're still gendered specific. And so, I can't date Constance, man. And my heart's broken. I loved her haughty laugh. But I can't. It won't let me. The game won't let me.
Enough, Claude. Please, forgive my friend, Elfric. We would love to hear more.
So, I've done my thinking. And I've decided... I don't care who I date. I might not date anybody. Just like with, Persona 4 Golden.
In all honesty, I understand his concern. I dearly wish I could provide a better life for my flock.
Both of my favorite girls are unaccessible, which is, I think her name is Petra, which is the exchange student, the foreign exchange student one. And then, Constance. Just because Constance is, like, in real life, I don't think so, right? But in the video game, I am amused greatly by Constance. Oh, in real life, actually, maybe Constance got money. All right, I can look past it. I can look past some stuff.
But it would appear that Her Grace and most of the Church consider the existence of Abyss to be something of a nuisance.
So we're probably going to play 2 games today. The bad bitrate, I might end up switching games after a few hours. And we can play that other game. As long as my eyes don't go too bad, we can play the... Vampire Survivors. Oh, you know what that reminds me? We might have movie night too. That can't be true.
No, I've heard tell of those within the Church who intend to purge Abyss.
That's the church for you. They make a big deal out of helping the helpless.
We might do
When it
New Me
suits
Night
them.
on Discord. It's going to be arranged by Kenny within a day or two. Let me check his Discord and see. Ah! I went into a video chat. Why does he have like 30 chats? That's too many. Announcements. Maybe it'd be in the announcements. Yeah, I don't think he has anything just yet. But yesterday he was talking about it, and he said within either tomorrow or maybe the day after, which would be today or tomorrow, maybe.
We can't just sit
We'll
back
do
and
movie
accept
night.
the way things are. We've got to fight the system. Sure, I'm here to hide from literally countless bounty hunters.
Yeah, I
And
feel
I'm
like
not the only one in need.
I feel like I have too many. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 text chats and 6 voice chats, and I feel like that's too much. I was thinking about deleting some of the old ones.
You're in a bad way too, Happy. You can't just let the church walk all over us.
Too true. For the sake of all who dwell in Abyss, we must help dear Elfric to turn the tide.
Can't date Constance, man.
I am overwhelmed with gratitude. Your fervent support is all the reward I could ask for. As for you, Professor,
I could
must
if I
beg a
modded the
favor of
game.
you.
And I thought about it. I thought about instead of playing it on this, playing it on Yuzu on the PC instead of on my Switch. And then if I played it on my PC, I could mod the game and make it play at 60 frames a second. The graphics wouldn't look that much better either way, but I could at least make it play at 60 frames a second. And what else? There was something else. Oh, and there'd be a few mods. Like I could do the mods to where I could just date whoever I want, no matter what I look like. Like, yeah.
The Ashen Wolves are a house in name alone. They are eager students with no teacher to guide them. If you could find it in your heart to take them under your wing, I would be most grateful. Naturally, your official duties take precedence, so you need only help out when your schedule allows.
Wait a minute, Elfric. Where's this nonsense coming from?
I second that question. We have no need of a professor when we have you.
Dear flock, I am a mere guardian. I can protect you, but I cannot enrich your minds. Though I call this gathering an academy house, I have long lamented that it isn't truly so. Now, I am blessed with the opportunity to correct this. The professor who stands before you has garnered a great deal of acclaim on the surface. A most trustworthy and esteemed teacher, to say the least. What's more, I happen to be acquainted with the father of this fine individual.
How did you know my
I was
father?
born and raised in Xearrik Mach, so I often had the opportunity to spend time with him. Your mother as well. She was a cherished friend of mine.
This is around where
I
we
was
stopped
even present
yesterday
for their wedding.
because my half-an-hour long Google search
With
that
parents
failed.
like yours, I have no doubt that you possess the kindness and patience necessary to guide these students.
But
It'll be fine. It's not like we're strangers anymore. Say, Elfric, don't you need to take care of those thieves?
Ah, right you are. Please, excuse me. Oh, and one more thing, Professor. If ever you would like to hear more about your parents, I would be delighted to share my memories with you.
Bitrate is garbage today.
Cindered Shadows.
We went for a week
The
or two
Rite
with
of
okay
Rising.
bitrate again, and now we're right back at it. I figured out how to control Byleth moving left and right.
Ah, Professor.
It's not with the
To
analog
what do
stick.
I owe this pleasure?
By tilting the controller. I want to hear more about my parents.
Ah, yes, of course you do. I will gladly tell you all that I know. Where to begin? If you have something particular in mind, please ask and I shall answer as best I can.
Tell me about the mommy.
Kind and wise. I would often see her in the library, her nose always buried in a book.
Tell me about the daddy.
Gerald was very much then as he is now. His knights would have done just about anything for him. Whenever he had time to spare, he would instruct the children of the monastery in combat and tactics. Just like those wide-eyed youngsters, your mother and I made a hero of him in our minds. When I learned that Gerald and Citri were to be married, I was quite surprised. Back then, Gerald was something of a mentor to me. As for Citri, she found it difficult to express her emotions. It was only when she was gazing at Gerald that I ever saw her smile. A smile that rivaled the very sun.
Wait a second. I feel like I'm remembering something, even though it's been a couple years. He was jealous, I think.
His tales of the outside world must have seemed like a lifeline for one as frail and guarded as she.
I think he is a bad guy. Frail?
Indeed, she lacked the strength to travel beyond the monastery. The only souls she ever spoke with were a select few within the monastery walls. I can picture it now. The stories he told her, his striking words, and his boisterous laugh. Listening to him must have given her a great deal of hope. As for me, I could never have become like Gerald, as much as I wished for it.
You wanted to be like him?
I suppose I did. He would tell stories from a century ago as though he had lived them himself. No matter how fervently one studies the stories of old, that is no easy task. Professor, you traveled with Gerald before coming here. You must have seen a great many things, yes? Forgive me for overstepping, but do you not regret foregoing your travels to take up residence here?
I enjoy my work here.
Well then, I suppose I have no choice but to assist you as best I can. To shape young minds must afford you a unique perspective on the world. I am certain my unsolicited advice is nothing but a nuisance, but please, hear me out. It is my hope that you will live a full life, experiencing the world, fostering strong relationships with people. Do so for dear Citri, whose wish to experience such things shall regretfully never be granted.
That's why you asked me to teach the Ashen Wolves?
I cannot deny it. It is my own stubborn notion, one that Her Grace will likely not think kindly of. Beyond my personal motive, I believe that you alone can guide my flock to even greater heights, and perhaps you will learn from them as well. But I have taken enough of your precious time. Know that I am here for you, always.
Pray tell, Yuri, did those foul bandits whom we bested at the arena confess to anything?
Not a word. And I wouldn't name names. I got the feeling they didn't know much themselves.
Why does this game break my
However,
heart?
one thing is clear. Whoever hired them is after something here in Abyss.
Yeah, that's gotta be it. They must have been on a treasure hunt or something.
A treasure hunt here? I don't get it. What is there to find in these dingy tunnels?
Elfric, was it? Looks like this is ringing a bell for you.
Well, something does come to mind, but the notion is preposterous at best.
Never discount a wild hunch. Sometimes they're closer to the truth than you'd think.
Any lead will do, so long as it helps determine our next course of action. Please, go on.
As you wish, though again, it is quite far-fetched. You see, there is a long-standing legend here. It is said that deep underground, below even abyss, is a place called the Chasm of the Bound, wherein lies the Chalice of Beginnings.
What that?
I've never heard of it, but chances are it's some kind of sacred artifact belonging to the church.
I once happened upon an old document that mentioned a ritual called the Rite of Rising.
What that?
The text was incomplete, so I was unable to achieve a full understanding of the topic. I cannot even guarantee the authenticity of what I read. But it stated that the Chalice of Beginnings is a sacred object, crafted by order of Saint Seros herself.
Who that?
Saint Seros apparently
He was
used
waiting
the
for a chance to say who
artifact
that.
to carry out the Rite of Rising, along with the 4 apostles.
All right, there we go. Wait, look. Who that?
I vaguely recall reading about the 4 apostles. They were saints, and that's about all anyone knows.
4
Hardly
apostles.
Any records of them remain.
1, 2, 3, 4. It's just a coincidence.
Few alive even know their names, but these apostles supposedly assisted the 4 saints with their holy work.
It is also believed that Saint Seros attempted to perform a resurrection using the chalice.
I think I remember the plot now for the DLC. I think I was right about this guy being a bad guy. And I think he tries to resurrect the mommy because he was jealous of Geralt and he wants to date the mommy.
However, the ritual failed. The 4 apostles bound the chalice so that it would never fall into a mortal's hands.
The Rite of Rising, huh?
Oh, yes, the Chalice of Legend. My father mentioned it to me a very long time ago. A secret treasure of the church. A chalice, powerful enough to resurrect the dead. Exhilarating, no?
Quite.
I don't want to be a male
It's no
Byleth, but
small
I want
wonder
to
people
date
are
Constance.
Even so, we still don't have much to go on. We must gather more information about this legend at once.
Male Byleth looks ugly. His boobs are tiny and weird.
I wholeheartedly agree.
They almost look like
I will
man's
do
pecs.
all I can to track down more clues.
Because
for the
they are.
monastery. Although Xearrik Mach's library is so well curated, I doubt any further records will be found.
Wondrous! We shall do all that we can as well.
I feel like it shouldn't matter who you pick. Like you should be able to date whoever you want. Because you're like in a video game where your character doesn't even speak. I don't think it should matter, dude. Like I don't even think it should matter. Your character doesn't even speak.
Excuse me.
Yeah, the sword of the creator was refreshed. Let's see if the other thing was refreshed. His fists. Okay, his fists were not refreshed. I'm glad I only used one just in case. Okay, so we're gonna have to keep an eye on that. Now her sword was fully refreshed, so that's gonna be the only thing I ever use on her. I'm gonna use that thing every single time and hold up on everything else. Well, I can't change my gender now for the DLC, but I don't think that matters. I think that if I pick the male Byleth in the base game, it still counts. Like, I don't think it matters. So maybe we will do a male Byleth. I don't know. I just really want to have Constance.
I've only had the chance to speak with Elfric briefly, but he seems like a respectable man. It's obvious the whole town has a lot of affection for him. Kind of reminds me of Lenato in that way.
Got a lot of time on my hands down here, so I've been venturing even deeper underground. This place is loaded with winding paths and blocked off tunnels. It's a real maze. Only a few folks even know how to operate the gate mechanisms and hidden passages.
Gate mechanisms.
So I said, activate the mechanism and the gate slams shut. Bang! Actually, I'll level with you. Yuri and Constance are much better at scoping out that kind of thing. I've got a lot of this place.
The Ashen Wolves got their name from the beasts who guard the Blue Sea Star. The Archbishop named the house herself, in fact. In spite of that, it seems she looks unfavorably upon our house of late. This saddens me greatly.
So I think in video games where the main character doesn't talk, it should be like picking a gender, or even picking the way your character looks. Should be like Cyberpunk 2077. It should just have no effect on anything. Now, if the main character talks, if they actually go through the effort of having you have a real story behind your main character who actually talks and does things, then yeah, sure. Hey, Alexander. But like, I feel like if you want to, I feel it should be like Dark Souls. If you don't have a voiced character, I should be able to make my character look like the Cookie Monster, and everyone just acts like I'm not the Cookie Monster. They just act like I'm a normal person. And if I decide to date a lady, and I decide to date a lady from the male perspective, it's like, oh, you're a guy, and now we can have babies. But if my character looks like a female, and then I decide to date a lady from the guy perspective, the game just pretends like I'm a guy, and I can still make babies and everything. Because it's a video game without a voiced character. Wow. Like, why does it matter, right?
I heard Elfric came to Yuri's rescue in the attack that happened recently.
Like, it would be really weird, though, if my character actually talked and did all that other stuff.
That's just what you'd expect from someone as kind.
Unless they came up with a story reason for it, then they'd be fine.
I can't believe he's single.
Excuse me.
But yeah, I wouldn't have a silent protagonist in my video game if I ever made a video game. So I can't say that I would do what I would do different. But if I did, for some reason, have to make a game with a silent protagonist, that's the way I would have it. It wouldn't matter at all. You make the protagonist look like whatever you want. You want to be running around with the Cookie Monster, and everyone's acting like you're some freaking like lady or something. Who then that's what everyone does. Yeah, and your character is voiced. That's the thing, and it still doesn't even matter in Cyberpunk. But in Cyberpunk, there's a story reason for it, which is fine. So if they write a story reason for it, that'd be fine. Like, for instance, they could do it in this.
Wow.
Like, let's say they have children in this game, right? So that you could have children. And so you decide to play female Byleth or male Byleth and date the same sex. Then they could just come up with magic. They could be like, oh, you use magic to make a baby. Right? But that takes a little bit more effort, so I can see how they would say no to that, right? But if they went, but they didn't even like voice the character. I don't think it should matter. Because Constance is my favorite. When I'm walking around the game, I'd prefer to look at a female rather than a male. And when I'm dating a character, I'd prefer to like date the female that I want to date.
Wow.
Now 99% of the time in a video game, if I can date somebody, I'm going to date a female because it just feels like the right thing to do for me. Because females appeal to me the vast majority of the time. However, for meme and funny purposes, sometimes I'd actually prefer to date a guy. And one instance of it would be if I had to choose any of the characters in Persona 4 Golden that I could date, and it's like you have to pick one and you can pick any of your partners, I would actually pick Kanji, because I think it would be hilarious to see my character and Kanji interacting. Now, if I was playing as a female character, like if in the main character in Persona 4, if you could pick male or female, I actually wouldn't pick Kanji because I don't think it would be as amusing. Because Kanji is confused as hell, and I'm still kind of confused about Kanji. Like, I think Kanji's actually legitimately gay. I'm pretty sure he's gay. Or at least bi, right? Like, I'm pretty sure he's at least bi. Canonically, story-wise, I think he's bi. Because...
Wow.
Like... He does... Based on the characters that he's interested in... It seems that way, but then when it turns out that she was a girl, he's so relieved and he's still attracted to her though, right? So I feel like he wouldn't, if he was really gay, he would have stopped being attracted to her when he found out she was a girl.
Had a chance to poke your head in here, Professor? It's a fortune teller's room.
But he doesn't like being gay, right? He's scared of that. So I think it would be funny to do a romance option with him as a gay romance option, because he would be like, the awkwardness of him trying to come to terms with that would be funny. But as far as like in that game dating, none of those people appeal to me. I mean, they're all fine. Like if I was a kid in real life and they were all real life people, like I'm sure I would date one of them, probably. I guess it would either be Naoto or it would be any of them. All of them are good people, right? That's the main thing that's important to me, is that they be a good person that I could relate to. I think Chia would be the most relatable, but Chia is weird too at the same time. But still, I feel like I'm lowering my standards in Persona 4. After Haru in Persona 5, I feel like I'm just lowering my standards by choosing anybody in Persona 4, which is why I just couldn't choose anybody. I chose nobody.
Judging by all her mystical-looking doodads, I think she's the real deal, too. I wonder if she does matchmaking. Maybe she can help me sort through my countless suitors.
Hilda is probably the least appealing female to me in this game, because she's like girly girl bait. You know what I mean? The girly girl thing has never appealed to me. Man, my controller is hesitating constantly. It's doing that drift crap.
I see. Well, well. The Imperial Princess, the Crown Prince, and the next Sovereign Duke. Must be exhausting trying to suss out each other's intentions.
He said the sus word.
Nah, we get along great. I mean, we kind of have no choice. A petty squabble could start an all-out war.
But he said it the real way, the actual proper English word, sus.
And it doesn't take a fancy title to have a hidden agenda. Isn't that right, Xearrik?
Cheeky. And off base. What do you think, friend? Do you think I'm off plotting nefarious deeds?
Yes.
Brutally honest. I love it. Even so, that's a bit much, wouldn't you say? I do what I need to get by. Nothing more than that. As for the others, they've all got their own struggles, but they're nothing if not trustworthy.
Humbling yourself while promoting your friends. Gotta say, I don't hate this side of you.
Seems we're in mutual neutrality of one another. I like that you keep your cards close. We'll get along just fine, you and I.
I might start doing like polls.
Humbling yourself
Seems
I might just start doing polls, Kitty, to see who I date in video games. Haru's ruined me, man.
Well, I'll be.
Everyone plays second fiddle to Haru.
This is a sprawling place. Some houses like mine are actually quite far from the center of town.
With me having veto privileges in case something actually changes my mind.
What brings me all the way here then, you ask?
But all these Japanese games where you could date somebody, I think I might just start doing polls. Who do you want me to date?
I came to see Xearrik. Even a glimpse of him is said to bring good luck.
Like every time you see my character hesitate on running forward, like I'll simulate it running backwards. Every time you see this, like every time you see that, it's my controller screwing up. Because running backwards, it doesn't happen at all. It's only when running. It's only the up where it happens. This away.
You've only been on the job a few moons, huh? No wonder you don't come off as a mindless church flunky.
I think she's available for me to date.
Plus, you don't flap your trap all the time. I appreciate that. I hope you never change, no matter how many years you spend with the annoying people up there.
Oh my. For folks who've lost their homes on the surface, Abyss is all they've got. The place used to be nothing more than a den of criminals who did whatever they pleased. Now, we got Xearrik to keep an eye on things. He understands that keeping people fed's the way to keep them calm.
Kitty! Kitty again! You hey at me.
Don't suppose you're here for a drink, huh? They aren't any better, I'll tell you right now.
I'm not here for a drink.
Maybe folks down here wouldn't be so awful if they could get their hands on something worth tasting.
I'm here for all of them.
Nobles are just as bad.
Professor!
Hey you, listen up. I've got something to report. The bandit sightings have stopped, for now. I still won't let my guard down, though.
I still will be playing Cyberpunk 2077 one day, by the way. I still will be playing that. However, it will take the update, the major DLC update, where I'm hoping they fix the game. I still think it was a good game for what I had. But when they announced, but it wasn't what they promised for sure. It was less than they promised. However, I still liked it. I still would give it like a 9 out of 10 game for what I played so far, which was like, what was it, like 16 hours or so? And I didn't experience 1/100th of the bugs that people talked about online for it. Like, I think that you guys know how unlucky I am. So it glitched on you, so you had a glitch. See, for me, I don't even remember it glitching once, but I think it did, but I don't really remember, but I'm pretty sure it had to have. The problem I had with it was how empty some of the certain things felt. A lot of it felt really good and full, but then other things felt a bit empty-ish. And I still think it was a wonderful game for what I played. And I don't know how deep I was into it, but I'm pretty sure I was not even a quarter of the way through the game based on what I heard. So, I mean, but maybe most of the bugs start happening later in the game. But you guys know how lucky I am. If something goes wrong, it tends to go wrong for me. Like, I remember people used to say that. Like, Alex would be one of the people who would say that constantly. He's like, I have never seen anyone find as many glitches and bugs in their game as much as you. Like, he's like, it does not make sense. When you play your game, I don't ever see any of this. But you stream it and you see 10 times the things. You fell through the floor. And you were close to 2/3 of the way. Yeah, I don't think I experienced any of that falling through the floor glitchy stuff. The characters weren't all bad looking and things like that. You know how you can get the glitchy bad looking characters too? None of that stuff seemed to have happened to me. So I don't know. But my plan is to just wait till they release the DLC. They're gonna release some kind of big DLC like they did Witcher 3. And I'm hoping that they fix that. Because the main problem I had with the game was how empty certain aspects of the game felt. Certain aspects of it felt really deep and crazy. And then other aspects of it felt shallow. Like dealing with the cops. Like why are the cops teleporting around? You know what I mean? Like they do that in GTA as well. The cops teleport. But it's less noticeable because they teleport off screen and then drive on the screen. You know what I mean?
What else? Notice how everyone's in high spirits? Know why? I do. It's because Master Elfric is here. He's real special, that one. He saved my life and lots of others here too. He's earned some hero worship.
And they didn't say they were gonna do it, but I hope they add a third-person mode. Because first-person video games is a gimmick, dude. I don't like first-person games. They're a gimmick. They're a cheap-ass gimmick that allows you to spend less money and effort in making your video game. It's difficult to animate a third-person character well. A third-person character.
Professor.
Like moving around like this. Why would I want to move around like this? This feels so unnatural. This feels way more natural. You know why? Because this is actually how you see the world. Third person perspective is how you actually see the world most of the time. Other than the little bit behind your character you see. Like this is proper field of view. Like being able to see like way over here when I'm standing here. Actually there should be even a wider field of view than this. And like that whole thing when you're playing a first person game like this, let me show you. This is not how the world looks. I don't feel more immersed in a video game when I see this. Okay, how do I... There we go. Like, for instance, where's my nose? I don't see my nose. Why is the gun being held in such a weird, high, oddly thing? And like, why is 1/5 of my vision being taken up by this gun? And if it's because I'm aiming it, then why isn't it center? Why isn't the gun here? Like, I shouldn't even see this gun except for like the tiniest of bits. And why is my vision so narrow? Like, I should be able to see way over here to the left, like twice as far as I'm seeing now. I should be able to see to the left and the right. Like, this doesn't make me feel like I'm playing in real life. This just makes it for me, it just feels like a gimmick. It has always felt like a gimmick all the way back to this day when I first played a first-person shooter. Even this felt like a gimmick. But back in the day when I played this, it was a cool gimmick. I was like, oh, wow, this is a neat thing. And then more games were doing it, and they're like, okay, you know, And then games start, like Metal Gear started to come out, where you were able to get really good third-person 3D games. and Mario, where you're able to get these really good third-person 3D games. And then I was like, okay, this is the future. This is what all video games are going to be. But they've actually finally gotten good with animations and stuff so they can make these third-person 3D games.
Oh,
and then they were like, nope, we're going to be lazy and keep doing first-person. I'm like, come on, man.
Professor.
I think that's probably one of the reasons why Fortnite is like the most successful online shooter out there, dude. I think people instinctively are starting to gravitate towards the third person, like I always said.
The record should be here some. Oh, hello, Professor. It's good that you've come. I realized that I missed an opportunity to congratulate myself on my military achievements.
No, I don't think that's the congratulate herself.
But now that you're here, I have an audience for it. Indulge me, won't you? Oh, behold, the proof that the utmost honor in combat belongs to none other than I, Constance von Nouvelle. What a relief to get that off my chest. Now, where did Alfred get to? I must have words with him.
I like Constance. I don't think that's the main reason that Fortnite is so popular though.
4 apostles. God, this is killing me. I'm on the verge of remembering something. I can't shake the feeling that one of their names is also a food or something.
I think that the real reason, the main reasons, Xearrik, Xearrik, Bathis von Alberic, Constance von Nouvelle, and Happy. Yeah, I don't know if one of those names have something to do with food. I don't know. I think the number 1 reason and number 2 reason Fortnite is the most popular shooter out there is the 1-2 punch of
Hey you. There was a time when I did much fighting. Then I was captured. Then I escaped.
it's the 1-2 punch of first the accessibility and consumability and competitiveness of the battle royale. The battle royale is like the optimum what is it called? What's the word? My brain isn't working. The cerebellum was it? No, that's the opium stuff thing that does the pleasure juice in your brain. What is that shit called? My brain isn't working. I wish my brain worked. I wish I didn't have dopamine. There we go. I wish I didn't have like whatever the hell disability I have now. I know I have it. My brain doesn't work like it used to. Anyways, that proper dopamine hit of like perfect mixture of those things. I think the battle royale is the perfect mixture of those things for people who want to do competitive shooters, right? And then the second part of the 1-2 punch is the childness of Fortnite. I think Fortnite has the perfect amount of childness. Oh wait, and a third thing, and it was the most polished. It was the first battle royale to be fairly well polished, where it didn't feel like it was a beta. So the fact that it was a big company that put a lot of money into it, made sure it was really polished, made sure that it was just childish enough looking that it was consumable by people of all ages, that older people would play it because it wasn't too kiddie, and younger people would play it because their parents wouldn't say, that's evil, we don't want you to play that violent video game. and then you combine that with the genre of Battle Royale, I think that's the #1 reason, and #1, #2, and #3 reason for Fortnite's popularity. But I think it being a third-person game is a big part of that, right? I think that if you couldn't see your character running around, I think parents would be a lot less go for it type of thing.
My home is far away now.
And then
My mother is waiting for me.
the appeal of
Returning is... it is far away.
a big appeal of Fortnite is choosing how your character looks. And who cares how your character looks if you can't see your character, right? That's the thing. Like, I went through all that effort of deciding how my character looked in 2077, and you can't even see your character after that unless you go into the menu. Like, I don't give a shit how they look then.
I worry that I will be here until I am very old.
Kitty. Kitty. Kitty.
Perhaps.
Pardon the odd question, but something has been bothering me for a while now. Your hair. Was it always that color?
That is an odd question. But yes, if you must know, it was a different color when I was a child. How could you know that? Is it possible that we met before the academy? It's a long story. Now is not the time or place.
Yes, of course. My apologies.
Don't trust her. She's gonna kill the daddy. How do I open up the map again? R? There we go. Who have I not talked to? Certainly looks like I've talked to everyone. The game isn't giving me the option though. Normally when you talk to everyone, doesn't the game say you've talked to everyone? Do you want to leave?
What do you require?
Oh wait, we can sell stuff. Hold on, let's sell stuff.
Farewell.
Because we can't replenish everything.
Welcome.
There we go, he has bullion.
Will this one do? Many thanks. Will this one do? Many thanks. Come back soon.
Because replenishing the battalions is important. Like, if you don't do that, then everyone's weaker.
Farewell.
Hey there.
Ooh, his steel bow is really bad. Upgrade it to the steel bow plus. Sure.
Is this it? There you go.
Now it's fully repaired.
Come back anytime.
Well, I'll be...
Welcome.
Ooh, we can
This
get
one?
3 more steel shields.
Thank you. Please come again.
We're gonna buy all of them. I just had a sip of water myself, Bailey. That's good. Keep hydrated, everybody. Keep hydrated.
Welcome.
Okay, convoy.
Will this one do? Many thanks. Come back soon.
Hey there. Come back anytime.
Welcome.
Wait, am I on sell or buy? Buy.
This one?
Thank you.
This one?
I don't
This
even
one?
know if he can have a steel shield.
Thank
equipped.
you. Please come again.
Let's take a look at them. I think it just works on everybody, no matter what. I think it's about weight. He doesn't have it equipped. Okay. Ah, it unequipped it. So let's equip this, and then remove this. And we'll put a shield on one of these guys if he can have it. Yeah, it automatically equipped it. Good deal, good deal, good deal. And we'll put the last one on our other bow guy. Or maybe our other flying mount. Because if the flying dude gets hit, they take so much damage. There he goes. Okay. I want to see what this other item is, though. That looks like it's an artifact, right? So he has an artifact. But it's not a weapon, it's an item. Lost Relic. Crest of Ubin. Increases movement, allows unit to move again, and may half damage. Oh, that's awesome. That's why he can do that without a mount. Prefer to have it on Byleth. Okay. Who else is there to talk to? Oh, wait. There we go. We finally found them. Why couldn't I see them when I was looking at the map? Okay, I can't target them on the map. Like, so I can't trust the map. I gotta remember that.
Don't annoy Happy or make her feel disappointed. You mustn't. Not ever, okay?
I agree. Flying is very fancy.
Sometimes Elfric gives out candy.
Candy?
Stick close by him, and you might get some too.
Are you sure he's not poisoning you? No. I did forget one place. I was about to hit yes, and then I just remembered. The storage location. It was somewhere over here. It said that stuff might spawn in here every time. Here. Nothing. Wait, there we go. Venine axe. What the hell is that? Ooh, it poisons. Interesting. All right.
Professor!
Don't you professor me? I'll beat you to death with... a pickle. There'll be vinegar and blood everywhere.
The answer is no. I will not allow it. It is far too dangerous.
Ah, but if we can determine its origin, we may eliminate the very danger that vexes you.
My bitrate has been garbage the whole day.
You already know this.
It's been
There
an
are
hour and a
plenty of
half.
folks down here who can't defend themselves. If these attacks keep up, eventually they'll find themselves in harm's way.
Yes, I am aware. However, for the time being, you must promise to refrain from acting recklessly.
You know what? I'm gonna restart my computer. It just saved, so it'll reload right back at this. I'll be right back. I'm gonna restart the whole stream. I'm gonna restart my computer. Maybe it's on my side. I doubt it is. It almost never is. Like 1 out of 100 of these are on my side, but today it might be because of I had to do a lot of stuff with my mom, and I left my computer running for a really long time and trying to get all this stuff processed. So who knows? We'll see. Anyways, we typed it out. I'll be right back. I'm starting the stream back in a few minutes. Okay.